Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. Filming this in my storage unit today, and during the week I watched Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the new Disney Plus cartoon. I watched the first two episodes and I really enjoyed it. Been noticing a lot of I wouldn't say hate, but a lot of dislike towards the show, just for the way in which certain characters are portrayed. The omission of there's no MJ in this one just yet. Ben has he's gone already. But yeah, there's gender swap, there's race swap. But I really like the intro. I thought the intro was great, with the use of the original theme song and then modern music, which I have to admit, I'm not completely up to date with. I'm showing my age here, but what I noticed was Spidey's costume or lack of costume, and it reminded me of. Look, I'll just show it here. This. In the late '90s, there was a series by Marvel called Marvel Vision, and it was a magazine. Just here, I'll show you the third issue. Here we are, and it just showed off the books that were coming out in the following month or the following 2 months, and it had articles and interviews and speculation. It was $2. Actually, sorry, it was $1. $1. And for the amount of value that you got, I found it fantastic. It was not like Wizard, where Wizard encompassed everything. It was solely about Marvel, and it went for 30 issues. But I will say very quickly, this is going to end talking about the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and there's a bit to get through. So yeah, this is issue 3, and it did not have this series called Time Slip. The first issue, the third issue, they didn't have Time Slip in there, but all 30 issues did. And you know what? I can't find the 30th issue. I'm just going to move these over here. I'm going to put them down here. I can't find the 30th issue, but I'm going to start with the 29th issue. I'm going to work back. I will also add that a lot of these magazines had a letter printed by me. Not by me, but I wrote a letter to Marvel. And what I've done is I've put a little post-it note to tell you what the character is. So this one is Colossus, and it's by Greg Scott. So it's a little write-up of Colossus's history based on this image. And yeah, there you go. So what this is Marvel commissioned artists of the time, and they said, okay, you've got this character to draw. Don't think about anything that's come from previously, and just do your own version. And so this was Quicksilver. This is Quicksilver by Vince Garano. I don't know who, or Girano. I don't know who that is. But yeah, there we go. That's Quicksilver. An interesting take. Now, as I said, there are a lot to get through, so I'm going to try and burn through these. And very quickly. Oh yeah, I had a letter printed in that last one. Okay, so this is The Vision by Darren Eck, and Darren Eck worked in the submissions department for Marvel. So whenever you wanted to try your hand at writing or drawing, especially drawing, Darren would be the guy to critique your work. And I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he said he was very busy back in the day. Okay, so again, I've got a letter published in this one. It's issue 26. You got Star Trek on the cover, and we've got The Dire Wraiths by Derek Yukon. Yeah, there we go. Quite interesting if you know who the Dire Wraiths are. Okay, we've got issue 25. We've got issue 25 here with the X-Men. I know my arm's in the way, but oh well. Okay, and another letter published by me in this one. And we have Captain Britain by Matt Smith. And also, I wrote down, as you can see, if I can get the bloody thing. There we go. I've written down a little thing. There's a statement of ownership in this, And with issue 25, there was 500,000, sorry, 50,000, 50,650 copies printed of this series. And there's Captain Britain right there. So 50,000 of this magazine printed. That's crazy numbers these days, honestly. We've got a beautiful Moon Knight cover here. And oh, lovely. Okay, so no letter printed, but we do have Ghost Rider by Glenn Fabry. Like, wow. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And you can see Ghost Rider up there. Some of these I haven't looked at since they first came out. Okay, so we've got issue 23. And, okay, we have The Punisher drawn by Frank Tarrant. So Frank Tarrant, I think he's a writer for The Punisher. Or he could actually be the artist for The Punisher. I can't remember. No, I think he's the artist. But this is his interpretation of the Punisher. And I remember this. The Punisher was an accountant, and he had to square the ledger every month between good guys and bad guys. So we have issue 22 here. Okay, and yes, there's a. Put a little. Jeez, these things are going everywhere. Put a little asterisk there to show that I have a letter printed, and this is Molecule Man by Michael T. Gilbert, who I've never heard of, but I love the motif. It looks very interesting. The next one, we have Gambit on the cover by Klaus Janson, and this is issue 21. And no letter printed by me, but of course I throw the thing away. It's Machine Man by Dave Johnson. Wow. That's a little bit different than what Dave Johnson's known for. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, Machine Man. Next up we have issue 20 with Jean-Luc Picard on the cover. And yep, there's a letter printed in here by me. And we have Namor the Submariner by Kali Hamna, or Hamna, sorry, Kali Hamna. And that's him there. Looking a little bit, not really time slip centric, but what you'd expect. But yeah, very cool. I'm a big fan of Kali's work, so I do enjoy that one. And we have the Thunderbolts on issue 20, and on the flip we've got the flashback cover for Uncanny X-Men. And if I can get to the right page, no letter by me. Where is it? Sorry, you're just looking at my head. I dropped it. Okay, Steve Yeowell did Karnak. So there's Karnak there. Yeah, right there. Looking very different than what he's used to. Karnak's an interesting character. I wish Marvel would do more with him. When he's written well, he's written very well. Okay, now, an Adam Kubert cover with Hulk and She-Hulk on the cover. That's very cool. Let me get to the right page. Oh, God. Of course, I missed the page. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Tommy Lee Edwards with Black Panther right there, and that's very cool. That's very different. Yeah, no letter by me, but yeah, wow, that is interesting. And then we've got the Fantastic Four with Brett Booth, and this is issue 17. And these are now square bound. They started the series square bound, and then they went to regular bound. But yeah, the first few first 17 issues were square bound. And this is The Human Torch by Phil Hester. So if you're familiar with Phil Hester, he's done a lot of stuff for DC, particularly Green Arrow. Yeah, and this is his rendition of The Human Torch looking quite interesting. We have issue 16 with Thor on the cover and the Thunderbolts as well. Oh, sorry, this is Thorion. Thorion from the Armageddon series. Now, move this out of here. And it's the Hulk. Oh, these bloody post-it notes. By Tony Sammons. The Hulk by Tony Sammons. There. And I put a little note. There's a letter in here, not by me, but by a guy named Adam Savage. I don't know if it's the guy from Mythbusters, but he's from Anaheim in California. And yeah, it's been a while since I looked into Mythbusters. I don't know. I think they were based in California, so I might have Adam Savage's address here. Or it could just be a guy with the same name. It is a fairly common name, so odds are it's a completely different guy. We've got issue 15 with Excalibur on the cover by Carlos Pacheco. And almost there. Okay, no letter by me, but we have Elektra by Kevin Lau, which is interesting. I had to kind of look this up. I couldn't see who it was, because usually they'd have a little write-up here about who drew it. But yeah, the only thing I could find was this little signature here, and I had to kind of piece it all together, and Kevin, looks like Kevin Lau. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. Marvel Vision didn't really say who drew it. So we have issue 14. So we're getting down there. So bear with me. This is a really cool one. I really, really like this one. It's by Jeff Smith of Bone fame, and it's the Silver Surfer. I thought this was great. When this came out, I was in high school, and I drew this again and again. I loved how he looked. So small, like a little stick figure, but with this little bulbous head. Again and again, I would draw this all over the books that I went to school with. Because, when I was in high school, I didn't really study. I didn't really pay attention. I just drew pictures all day. But yeah, I love this. Absolutely loved it. Okay, moving on. We have Batman and Daredevil on issue 13. And yeah, here it is. We have Paul Pope with the Mandarin. And yeah, vastly different. Very interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing this, done again, to be honest. The Streetwise kind of, not hoodlum, but, gangster. And he's known as the Mandarin. That kind of makes sense to me. I don't know what else to say. I just love the look of it. I like the idea of it. And yeah, very, very cool. Now, there's no more letters by me, just in case you were wondering. But yeah, back in the day, I used to write so many letters to Marvel and DC and to Dark Horse. But yeah, we have issue 12 here with Ben Reilly and the Watcher, and Onslaught getting some happy anniversary cake. That's very cool. Okay, and of course I've lost... There we go. Okay, ooh, this is a good one. This is Thor by Bill Sienkiewicz. Wow. Yeah, I love this so much. This is really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing this again. In the current Thor series, which I have to admit I'm not reading. I'm not really enjoying it, but yeah, that's a good rendition. So yeah, we've got issue 11 with Wolverine and Gazar on the cover. And if I can get the post-it note to work. Yeah, okay, so we've got Vince Evans. He's a painter for Marvel. He was a painter for Marvel at the time. And we have the Red Skull. And that is looking very creepy. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 9 more to go. 8 more to go, rather. This is issue 10. And, oh yeah, I remember this one. Galactus by Scott McDaniel. Yeah. Now, I've known Scott for a fair while now. Friends with him on Facebook. Really nice guy to talk to. And just a great, cartoony, fun artist. and this is his rendition of Galactus, a giant space, well, kind of like a squid octopus, just a giant blob, and just yeah, really really cool. So that was very very fun. Now we've got Captain Kirk on the cover with issue 9. There we are, him teaming up with Wolverine. Oh yeah, I know this one. This one's cool. This is John K. Snyder III with Nick Fury, and yeah, oh I tell you, if we could have had a series, a Nick Fury series, even like 6 issues, I would have been happy with. This looks great. Oh, so great. Just the ideas that run through your head when you see this, with the types of espionage spy stories that could be told by John K. Snyder. Yeah, that's very cool. Very very cool. Okay, getting near the end. So issue 8, we have Dennis Calero with Doctor Strange. Yeah, there we go. Now, I know I'm kind of going through these real quick, so if you want to put a comment down below, please do. And if there's anything that you missed, because maybe I went a bit too quick, I apologize. But yeah, please let me know, because I want to show these off, but I know that there's a lot to get through. We have issue 7, and we have Captain America by Keith Giffen. Oh, look at that. What? Wow. Just really cool. Really, really cool. Now, also very quickly, again by Carlos Pacheco, we have the Fantastic Four. He did, I think, 2 issues before the relaunch, and I love the aesthetic. I thought it looked really cool. And Chris Pacheco on Generation X. There we go. Okay, now issue 6 by John Paul Leon. We have Doctor Doom, and let's have a look. Yeah, very interesting. Kind of regal but menacing at the same time. John Paul Leon, he read the brief and he nailed it, I reckon. Yeah, very cool. Okay, issue 5. Oh yeah, if you're a Tim Sale fan, which I am, we have him drawing Daredevil, and yeah, a lot more detailed than like his Batman work. Maybe because there's a fair bit of coloring involved, but yeah, just very very cool. So Daredevil is an actual devil. Yeah, that's kind of creepy and kind of interesting. So I've got 2 more to go, and we have issue 4 with Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld and Stan Lee on the cover. Because it was the Heroes Reborn series was about to commence, and by Guy Davis we have Iron Man. Now I'm a fan of Guy Davis for his Hellboy work. I find his work to be very interesting, and he also did Sandman Mystery Theater, which I also enjoyed. So yeah, this is kind of cool. But yeah, that's issue 4, and sorry, it's issue 4. As I said, there was no time slip in issue 3, but the first one that they had was in issue 2. I'll bring it up here with Wolverine on the cover. And while I was watching Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which you know everyone loves, just watch it. If you don't like it, don't worry about commenting. What I noticed though was his costume, and I'd seen it before. And by Mike Allred, we have Spider-Man. And okay, it's not exactly the same look as Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but it's the same kind of concept where we have a kid that's designing his own costume in his room, and here he is here, and he has he's got the gadgets, and it's not really kind of like a web shooter. It's more just like a device that he uses to like a grappling hook, that's kind of attached to him. But yeah, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man reminded me of this, and I thought it'd be fun to crack them all out, look at them again, go through them, and then show them to you guys. This was a little bit of work. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.